Welcome to Monster Manor. First, separate cards according to type, then lay them atop the icon on the board. Pause the video to complete the task, and press play when ready to continue. Take the remaining haunting card and count out as many cards as there are players, ensuring the ghost card is always present. Shuffle the cards and deal them out to all players. Be sure to keep your new identity a secret. Next, distribute 12 blood tokens per player and place all hero pawns on the start space, keeping in mind any player can start on any path. Spawn the monsters by placing 3 monster cards face up on the table. Place a matching amount of blood tokens below the card and a monster coin atop the card. Next, place the monster pawn in the specified room or area listed on the bottom of the monster's card atop the green eye. Repeat this process for all monsters. Finish by placing remaining monster coins and blood tokens atop specified icons on the board. The player who has the next birthday starts the game with a 2 black dice roll to move their pawn. The objective of the game is to collect 3 monster coins, or 5 if you're playing on expert level, or be the last player alive. You die when you run out of blood tokens. To obtain monster coins, you must first battle the monsters, and to do so, you must be in the same room or area as the monster. But before racing off to the monsters, it may be wise to try to gain some powers by landing on a spiral power space. Keeping in mind you can only move forward or backward in one given turn, and there are multiple routes you can take, always count out your spaces ahead to ensure the best result. If you're lucky enough to land on a spiral, choose a spiral power card. You can now use this when you are battling monsters during the first battle. More on this later. Beware, landing on a skull curse space could immediately result in the loss of one of your blood tokens, or a mini game in which the loser forfeits blood tokens or items to the winner. If you land on a space with 2 dice, you can re-roll again, and if you land on a space with a blood token, you can steal 1 blood token from any player. Both trapdoors in the start space count as 1 space, and if you land atop another player, you can steal 1 blood token from them. In order to fight a monster, you must be in the same room or area as that monster. Begin the battle by rolling the 20-sided green monster die. This is the monster score and the number you have to beat. Be sure to look at the monster's power on the card. And for a further explanation of monster powers, please see the rulebook. Next, roll 3 black hero dice. Choose any number of these dice to re-roll, and repeat this process 1 more time. The cumulative total of the final 3 dice is your score. If your score is higher than the monster's score, you win. If your score is lower than the monster's score, you lose, unless you have a power card that is a spell or weapon that can be used to offset damages. To offset damages, simply deduct the amount listed on your power card from the amount of blood tokens listed on the monster card. If there is a difference, pay the monster pile. If you win, you have the option of A, collecting all of the monster's blood tokens, or B, making an offering to the monster by adding the listed number of blood tokens to the monster's pile and battling them again for their monster coin or the entire pile of their blood tokens. If you lose, you receive nothing and must forfeit your blood token offering. Keep in mind that weapons and spells can only be used during their first battle and cannot be used during an offering, unless otherwise stated on card. Once a monster has been depleted of their monster coin and blood tokens, they are banished. Discard the monster card and spawn a new monster. If a player runs out of blood tokens, they must flip their player onto their side and lay them on the space in which they died. Any player who then enters the room can steal 1 item from that dead player per turn, excluding monster coins. Players cannot respawn when only 2 players remain in the game. Dead players have a chance to respawn. Each time it would normally be their turn, they can roll 2 black hero dice. If they roll doubles, they respawn successfully with the amount of blood tokens listed on the 2 dice they rolled. Both stealing and trading are permitted. To trade, simply be in the same room or area as the other player. Then choose which items you'd like to trade. If you'd like to steal, you can toss a monster coin. If the result is a monster eye, the steal was unsuccessful, and whoever attempted the steal must forfeit 1 blood token or item to the person they were attempting to steal from. If the coin lands on the hero's spiral side, the steal was successful, and the opposing player must give up 1 item or blood token to the opponent attempting to steal. When a Lost Spirit card is pulled from the curse deck, the haunting begins. All players place hands on table away from their blood tokens. Whoever possesses the Ghost Haunting card moves 1 blood token to and from any pile, while all other players close their eyes and count down from 10. Anytime throughout the game, any player can make an accusation of who they think the ghost is. Simply place the ghost pawn in front of whoever you think the ghost is. If you're correct, the ghost must forfeit 3 blood tokens to you. If you're incorrect, you must forfeit 3 blood tokens to the ghost. See rulebook for further explanation in detail, and contact jsquadstaff@gmail.com with any questions or concerns. Who will survive Monster Manor? Happy playing!